I am sorry about that. I don't know what happened. My camera just stopped rolling. It's not like it's anything new, especially with it being retrograde. So anyway. Alright. Where was I? Okay. The main reason that I'm making this video, I'm sorry about the shaking. The main reason that I'm making this video is because I want to talk about animal magic, and some people, I guess you can call them familiars or animal allies or working with psychic connection with your animals, whatever. I've made a video on my thought on familiars, and I don't necessarily think that because I have pets that makes them my familiar. I have more of a different view on familiars than most people, which is fine. I'm not saying that anyone else's view is wrong and mine is right. That's not. I just have always kind of been taught and always kind of thought of it differently than most people. Most people think of it as an animal, and to me, it's not an animal. Like, a familiar can embody an animal, and that spirit can inhabit an animal for a little while, but it's, to me, that's not what it is. I've always thought of a familiar as a spirit, and it can come to you in any way, shape, or form. Animal, plant, fae, angel, if you want anything. So it's, if you want to look back on that video, I made that video a couple months ago, so it's not very long either. So, but anyway, that doesn't necessarily mean either that I don't feel that it's not possible for my familiar to be a pet or an animal physically. I'm not saying that that's not possible, and I'm not saying that because, who am I to say that's not possible when so many things in this world are possible, and, so many things happen, and who are we to say that something's not possible? Anyway, okay. But, like I said, with Mystic, I feel a very strong connection to her, and it's whenever I have my tarot cards out or my books, and she'll try and bite on my tarot decks and my oracle decks, and I always thought it was funny because none of the other ones try to do it, and she does. Not all the time, and I obviously move them away from her so she doesn't, but that's just another, to me, it just is a sign, like, she's drawn to doing that for some reason. Jinx has tried to do it maybe once or twice, but not like Mystic. She'll jump on them, she'll sit on them, she'll nudge them, she'll move them, she'll try to bite on them, and to me, that's just another sign that she is drawn to that in some way. So, I have not had my gerbils for that long, and I'm not just going to automatically start doing spell work with them, and I'm working my way up. I'm really feeling her out. I'm trying to bond and have that psychic connection really grow before anything. And the reason I'm having you look at this book is, this is Encyclopedia of 5,000 Spells, and the first little section on it is animal spells and animal magic, which I thought was really cool. It talks about allies, familiars, obviously, partners, and it's got a little list of deities and the different animals that they connect to. It's very kind of messed up. It kind of sucks that there's not very much on, it's very hard to find information on gerbils, whether they're Mongolian or Asian. It's very hard to find a deity that connects to a gerbil. But that's okay, because to me, I work with Diana, like I've said before. I practice Bedagaria. I'm not initiated or hereditary, like I've also said before. But Diana, I just feel that connection with her, with my gerbils. She is the goddess of the animals. She is the goddess of the hunt, so in two ways, gerbils, small animals like that are hunted usually. So that's another connection for me. They are usually hunted, but that doesn't mean they are not the hunters as well. So I felt that in itself was very spiritual. And then I was reading last night small mammals in Rome in ancient Roman religion. I'm sorry, small mammals were sacrificed to Fauna and Trivia in the Roman Hecate quite often. And for the overworld, like the moon and heavenly, if you will, deities, like the moon goddesses, they were sacrificed white animals, like white small mammals. And the underworld deities were sacrificed black animals, obviously for that connection. So when I was reading on that, how they really took special care of the white small mammals, and then they took special care and gave them special treatment till they were basically known as sacred objects until they were placed for sacrifice, which was, very sacred back then and very, very, very powerful. Trace, what did I say about yelling? Stop. So that another thing. I'm not. Don't get me wrong. No way, shape, or form. And I was talking about I'm not sacrificing my gerbils. No, that's not what I'm saying at all. Trace, stop now. I'm just saying that I thought it was very interesting how she is white, and that connection was very, very, very sacred, and with her almost instantly. So I just felt like that was another thing that just really kind of connected me to her, and it really was another kind of, all right, well, there's just more and more signs showing. I don't mean to be shaking, I'm sorry. So Diana is, to me, at least in the way I feel, very connected to my gerbils in more ways than one. And also because it's not very, known, but Diana is also one of her sacred symbols, is also the black cat. Cats and small mammals obviously don't get along. My spirit animal, who's one of my spirit animals that's been most of my life ever, as long as I can remember, has been the Black Panther. So that's, big cats hunt small animals in the wild. And the gerbil, you know what I mean? Black Panthers are usually found over there in around the Asian areas. And so Mongolian gerbils, they are, they're close quarters is basically what I'm trying to say. I don't mean to keep mumbling, but I'm trying to get all my words out and have them make sense, because in my head they're all jumbled up and there's so much I want to say because I've been thinking about this for a while. So I just keep finding connections that make more and more sense to me. And I thought this was cool, an animal spirit dedication ritual. Some of them are kind of but some of them are actually like, oh, okay, that's really awesome, It's a specific deity, blah, blah, blah. Stop the yelling now. Stop it. Yeah. Stop. Paint and stop. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. They keep yelling. They're painting and they're getting overly excited. So this book has a lot of cool spells. Protection spells for animals, which is definitely something I'm going to be doing very soon. Animal healing spells, which is something I'm definitely going to be doing for Misty because of her nose. Hopefully we will never have to worry about a lost animal spell, but that's I just wanted to show you guys that. But really what made me decide I'm making this video, I was reading this book, The Magical Almanac for 2016. One of the first parts of it are, if I can get to it, are magical pets, which has it's a really cute, it's not very long, it's just like a little, a little section, and it's really cute. It has some really good ideas, and of course it talks about them as familiars and magical allies, and, different ways to, and I really like also how they have warnings, like, be careful with your animals, with your stuff, because some of it is very dangerous. If you have your animal with you, your pet, your ally in circle with you, be careful. There is fire there. There is incense. There is glass. And it makes me happy that there's warnings, because on some things you don't find, it obviously is common knowledge and common sense, but at the same time, you should still acknowledge it, just, to make sure that people think, because there are some stupid people in the world, and it pisses me off. Especially when it comes to pets. Yeah, see, here's another little of animals and different connections to different deities. You don't find like small pets. They have a spider, a scorpion, a rat, a crab,
To take a break.
and that's it. They don't have.
Hi.
Stop, Trey.
Hi.
What did I tell you? Go over there now. Stop.
I'm taking a break.
Honey, go over there. Stop. But and it also has some ideas on how to really grow that connection with your pet, that psychic connection. It gives you some good ideas. For one, share small amounts of food with your aunt. I'm sorry about the shaking, guys. Because after you're done with your plate or bowl of food, after you're done consuming it, let them partake, and so they ingest the essence of you, which I think is a great idea. I actually do that a lot with them. But please be careful because a lot of animals cannot digest food that we can. Chocolate, big no-no for any animal, not just dogs. A lot of people think that only dogs can't have chocolate. No animals can have chocolate. It is not good for any of them. Milk chocolate isn't as dangerous as dark chocolate, but still, it's not. I'm not saying that you should go ahead and give your dog a milk chocolate Hershey bar because that is a terrible idea. It'll still make them very sick. Obviously, we all know alcohol, terrible idea for animals, but there are some fruits and vegetables like citrus fruits and vegetables. Gerbils can't have that. That would make them very sick. So, if I'm eating an orange, would I give that to them? No. No, 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 no. All right, just make sure you do your research before you feed your animal anything that you're eating. I'm just saying, because animals have allergies just like we do. We eat bananas a lot. When I'm eating a banana, I always break them off a little piece and feed them out of my hand, and they love it. They love bananas. They can't eat too much of it because it kind of makes them, Obviously, a lot of time people eat bananas to help them poop. So, obviously, you don't want to give a gerbil a bunch of bananas because that is a terrible idea. So that was a really cute little thing, and this mainly works about. This was not supposed to be a book haul. I'm just trying to show you guys some ideas. Animal Speak is a good book when you're really working with spirit animals. But I'm talking about actually working